Alright, YouTube, this is Mario17. Welcome back to the East Coast Let's Play. This is Atlanta. You can see we prettied things up a little bit, ran around with the trees. Kind of made it all look really nice. Since we made everything look nice, let's take a ride again. Look at that, leaving here, looks really good. Need a beauty up right there next to the tram station, make that look really nice. Then off we go. That's a heck of a ditch right there, wasn't it? Okay. So it's now 1853. We haven't gone too far. We made a little bit of money. Everything's turning a profit, which is good news. I installed one tram extra on the Jacksonville and the Savannah line because they were starting to get a little far behind. Tallahassee tram line is running, just not making money yet because the train service is not there, which we're going to fix. We are definitely going to fix. All right. So we are making money. As you can see, I extended out some track also to keep them from building on top of the line that's going to go north here. And voila, we are here. So I'll show you how nice. Get rid of that. Look at that view. Isn't it nice? Looking good, looking good. So there you go. This is growing massively. I had to add another stop, and I'm going to have to add another one. Maybe. We'll see. Right now, I think we're getting everybody. Looks like it. Looks like we're getting everybody else can walk, you know. And then had to add an extra stop over here, too, because we're already starting to grow a ton. And like I said, the only one that's not really turning a profit right now is Tallahassee, but that's kind of to be expected. No train service there. Prettied up over here. You can see it's expanding rapidly. So far, we grab everybody. Had to add the extra stop down here because it's already growing this direction as well. So far, so good. Really good. And I had to run that line out in order to keep them from building over there. So, you can see we got 300,000 in the bank. Last year in 1852, we made 508,000, and the running cost is only 271. So we can afford more alone if we have to. We're making good money. I had a little bit of construction, bought a couple vehicles, so forth, so on. Bulldoze the extra station over here because it was not needed. It looked pretty, but it wasn't needed. Now you see. That's why I had to up it. These guys are getting off of here, and a majority of these people are living in Atlanta, shopping and working down here in Jacksonville and Savannah. So definitely need to keep the train moving, and that is one heck of a ditch right there. Look at this. Yeah, we need to pretty up this area right here, don't we? Make this look really nice. So, if you don't know, you can go in here to your tree. You also got some trackside stuff, some buildings, things of that nature. But you can go in here to your tree. We're just going to pick these tall all. We're okay with it being a couple. We'll pretty this up right here, too. See if I can squeeze it in there. No? No, don't want to let me squeeze it in there? You sure? No, we're in there, huh? Alright, we'll put it back here. There we go. And then we'll grab a couple bushes. Yeah, no squeezing, no bush in there either, huh? Alright, well, that tree is just blocking everything, isn't it? Just don't want to let you put it in there. There we go. And then I'll leave that open just in case somebody wants to show up in there. And then I'm going to upgrade that road. That road. And it won't let me do that, obviously. And normally it won't. That's fine. So there we go. We're upgraded. So okay, now what we need to do is we need to buy another train and then set the train to go on the loop. And initially, we're going to lose money on this. It's just kind of what's going to happen. But we do want to go ahead and do this. So, this train has 3 cars. And I think we're going to stick with that format of the 3 cars. So we're going to let him get up here and take off. And then we'll get us another train. And that will be the loop, which will then come in here, and then it'll go out. The only time it'll ever have to stop is right here, as if another train's in there, which will be minimal. Especially if we get them spread out nice and well. Now, your buses and stuff will auto spread out. Your trains will not. So, pay attention to when you're putting your train on the line. Wait for it to get to the opposite end. Then launch your second train. I like how this looks. This is very nice. Very good indeed. Alright, away she goes. We'll put another depot right here once we do this other line headed out, because that line goes up to Charlotte, and Raleigh. Maybe Richmond too. We'll see. And we'll have a Savannah line that goes on the same thing. So it'll be a through station on both of those. Okay. Once this train gets down to the station, we'll pause and we'll add the extra stop. Just before it hits the station, we're going to add the extra stop. Actually, let's go ahead and slow it down. We'll go ahead and add the extra stop now. So the Atlanta line, which I already have open. Well, okay. So after that station, we want to add that station. Okay, so now we got a loop. And we'll tell it thank you. Let him get through that station. As soon as he hits there, and just about the time he takes off, we'll go ahead and add the other. We want it about right here, so we've got them separate. Alright, he'll take off. Now the frequency went all the way up to 13 minutes, which will change. Alright. Like I said, I want him to be about right here, so that I know that we're on opposite sides, roughly. That'll work. Okay, so I'm going to buy a train. We're going to buy one of these guys. And we're going to buy 3 of these. So we're going to need a loan. 1.5 million. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to set line on that. And go ahead and repay back part of that. And away they go. And let's see. We have the, what was it? SG. Yeah, Seminole. What's the G? I can't remember now. What's the, oh yeah, Gulf. Whew, could not remember. Alright, so SG2. Away we go. So we've got 2 on there. Frequency went right back down to 7 minutes, which is not that long. And it won't take long until passengers are waiting here. And then they'll start building in here. We're going to start making it happen. Now, I think, yes, I'm going to go up the East Coast, but I'm going to come over here and start working on this stuff too, because I want to set up a big port here and start sending ships. Stop here, stop there, type deal. Connect to Memphis, Baton Rouge, and New Orleans with a boat. It's going to be fun. I have not had much success with boats so far. I've tried in several different scenarios, but I haven't had a whole lot of success. And already there's 64 people eating there. Some of them want to go to Tallahassee, no doubt. But I have not had a ton of success getting the boats to really work well. Just has not done a great deal for me so far. Why? I don't know. I mean, I've set up some. I've yet to do a cargo boat. I think I did one, but not overly good, I should say. Alright, so let's ride with him. But yeah, I haven't had the greatest luck with boats yet. We'll work on trying to use the Mississippi, the mighty Mississippi, to help us with that this go around. Alright, so we'll pull into Atlanta. We'll do a full trip here on our original train. Look at all these people waiting. More than he could pick up. Boom. We'll take them. And away we go. Now the idea is, you know, eventually, maybe, if you need to, you could double track this loop and have one going both ways. But in all honesty, there really will be no need for that. Especially once you get to the faster trains, they'll be able to run through this loop very quickly. Nice view, nice view. We'll head down to the Jack Sav regional station, which will have a regional airport. It'll be pretty cool. Maybe even a boat line heading up the East Coast. I don't know. Need something like a cruise line later on. Even right around this time, something that's more of an enjoyable. Somebody needs to mod a cruise line. That would be pretty cool. All right, so we'll pull into Savannah, Jacksonville regional here. Boom. And he'll pick everybody up, and away we go. We'll take our first ride to Tallahassee. Our bushes there, and they're building like crazy. There's a church, looks like. Had crosses in the window. Maybe it didn't, but sure looked like it to me. This is what Florida really looks like. Trees everywhere, although there'll be a lot more pine trees. Everybody thinks that lives up north. A lot of people think Florida looks like Disney World. It doesn't look like Disney World. Alright, Tallahassee's looking really good. A lot of smokestacks in Tallahassee. So a lot of good jobs down there. People in Atlanta, when I was clicking on them, were complaining due to lack of work. And in we go. Only a couple people waiting here, but we're getting there. Off and running. A little podunk slow donkey train here. Drive so slow. Let's go with the external view here. Back it up just a little bit. Looking pretty good. Little podunky-ish. Just little. You can see most passengers are still going to Atlanta now. They just got to go the long way. Made 145,000. Everything's making money, except for this, and it's understandable. Atlanta bus is making less than these two. This is going to make us some good money down here. And we're back out of the red. We were in the red earlier. We spent 1.34 million on this train, new train, but we've already made what, 150,000 profit this year. So that's looking fine. Here we go, pulling into Atlanta, sprawling Atlanta, and away we go. Make some money. Let's see how much money we make. Thank you, 42,000. Okay, so you know we ended the year at a 1.3 million dollar loss, which is basically the train. Go figure. And we made 140,000 roughly, and we should make a pretty good amount this year, especially as Tallahassee starts to pick up and starts to realize, hey, I can put passengers over here. And that's going to happen. It's all a matter of time. You cannot be in a hurry. And look, already, see this? I knew this was going to happen. And there's a couple other places too where I can see where it's going to happen. They're so close together. Guy that made a map could have left Savannah off and instead put, say, like Orlando here. Less likely to grow together. But that's, I mean, it's alright. This one big megala city is going to be fine. So let's check our cities real quick. How are we looking? Population wise, obviously, Atlanta, Columbus, Chicago, Indianapolis, Allentown, Nashville, Richmond's high. Finally, Savannah's moving up, and Jacksonville's moving up, and Tallahassee's moving up. So they're getting up there. Atlanta's definitely got the most, and then Columbus. Where is Columbus? Ohio. Let's see, that's going to be up this way. There it is. There's Columbus, north of Atlanta. So we're going to have to get through pretty good amount of mountain there to get to Columbus, unless we go around. If we go around, we can go to Nashville. From Nashville, Indianapolis, and then to Columbus. Maybe run, you know, in the future have a long line that runs this way, but a short line right now that runs to Nashville and Indianapolis, and then have Indianapolis be maybe a hub to go between, we'll see. Columbus, huh? Pretty good. You got, of course, the rivers up here, and look, this will be all one big city right here. No doubt about that. Windsor and Detroit are already one city. Pittsburgh, you've got Buffalo, Ottawa. This will probably become one city. Very mountainous up here. Washington and Richmond could merge, there's no doubt. And same thing over here. Well, no, they're not much. Probably not going to really merge. There should be, yeah, farms everywhere here. There's a farm. And what I could do out here is run these farms, run the food all the way down the river to a train station, and then brings it back over here to these cities. We'll see. That's a pretty complicated network. That's something that requires trucks, fast trains, things that we currently just don't have, but we will get there. We will get there. And like I said, to start with, we're going to lose money until this becomes a better network here. We're going to lose a little bit of money. it's one of those things where you have to kind of bite the bullet. We're not actually losing money. Well, we are. We've made 30,000. We paid 45,000, so we are currently losing money. Now we're losing even more, but we'll see. You know, you have to give this enough time to mature, is what I call it. The line has to grow. Right now, Tallahassee has nobody waiting, but it will. It will. Look at all these people walking. Look at this. Now, some of these, as you can see, she did not like me touching her. She's headed home. Her home is in Jacksonville. She shops at Savannah. She shops in Jacksonville, and she works in Savannah. She prefers cheap and walking. So some people don't prefer cheap, but most of these that you're going to see walking do. So he's headed to shop, lives in Jacksonville, shops, and works. So you're going to see a lot of movement back and forth. And then when you go and look at the people at the station, she is headed to work via the Jacksonville bus. So she lives in Atlanta. She shops, and it says she works in Atlanta. So for whatever reason, she came down here to work. Maybe she's changing job. You saw she prefers fast. Him, he prefers fast. So he lives in Tallahassee. He shops in Atlanta, but he works in Jacksonville. There you go. That's a long way around to go work in Jacksonville, isn't it? I should build a tram line and just run a bus station that runs from here to there. If I had any money, I'd do that. We can upgrade this as a tram line all the way across, and then run, like I said, a bus station. It just runs from here to here. Over there gives them an option of what to do. All right, and let's see how our trains are doing. So we have 81 of 120 right now. He's got 29 of 60. Where's our other train? There it is. He's got 52 of 60. And he'll pick up some more here. 42. So, I mean, it's doing good. There you see we're making a little bit of money. We were. Like I said, we'll upgrade here, here, here. And then I'm going to put a bus stop right there. An actual, not a bus stop, but a bus station, a tram station. And a tram station here. So that I've got a tram running back and forth between the two. Let's just borrow 500,000 so I can do it. Okay, let's do this. Do this. And this. Okay, and then station. I want a bus tram station right there next to the little station. There we go. Boom. And then we'll put another one over here next to this station. And let's fine tune this a little bit so that he doesn't have to turn. We'll keep it right there. We'll put it right close to this. Close as we can get it. Beautiful. So let's put a new line, and we'll make this a light blue. We'll call, and we'll go from here to here. We're gonna name this. Let's see, Tallahassee to Jacksonville tram. This is a slow, but it's cheap. And so that's what we're looking for. And then what I'm going to do is I'll eventually maybe set up a station over here too, somewhere where they can come over here. Maybe put one in here. Let it come down. That would be a better idea, right? Put a tram station here. That's okay. He can get on the bus. So there we go. And where is there's my little depot. Oh, I got a depot over here. Okay. I want to buy a tram. I'd like to buy, let's see, 1, 2 of those. I'll set line. Okay, is there something not connected? Let's see. Why is it not wanting to let me? Saying that's not, oh, for some reason that's not connected. Yes. Upgrade. Oh, okay, that wasn't connected. Okay, and is this connected? Let me make sure. No. Voila, because I did not tramalize the, I guess that's the word, right? Tramalize the stations? Set land all. And away they go. And we'll upgrade you. There we go. Upgraded. Alright. And that'll give us a little, so they can come, they can get off here, they can get on there. Head that way, same way over here. Just something different, a different route for them to take if they need to. Instead of having to get on the train and go all the way around, they can take that little thing. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Okay. Looking good. We're in September. 448,375. So we haven't made as much this year. Like I said, you'll lose money when you're adding these new stops. It takes about 2 years, sometimes a little more, for that to really settle itself. But we shall see. We shall see. How long is that? That's 7 minutes. So it's slow, but some people prefer slow. So that's okay. Some people prefer slow. Yeah. So 469, 375. Like I said, again, it's not doing bad at all. And what we really could use is, as this continues to grow, is a third train on there. We don't need it now, but we will. I love it. These little trams. Trams are the way to go. I'm telling you, it's so much better, because once traffic becomes an issue, the tram lines will be on the outside, traffic goes around them, and your trams can still move. And we already got somebody waiting. What's up? You got a couple people waiting. Oh, okay, he's whistling. So home is Savannah. He prefers cheap. And so he shops in Tallahassee. He works in Jacksonville, and he prefers cheap. And again, cheap. You can see. This will increase, and again, I bet he likes cheap too. So cheap. And riding on the tram is much cheaper. So that's a cheap way to get home. Cheap way to get home. I should put the extra stop. I should put a bus stop right there. Nah, yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, let's do it. Let's put. Nah, it'll take too long. Well, I could just run it from here to here, right? Let me think here. What about putting one? Yeah, see, look, if I don't hurry up and do it, I'm not gonna be able to do it. What about putting one right here? Are they gonna be able to get to? Is that close enough to a bus station? I don't know. You can't put it there because that thing's in the way. Could put it there. If I put it here, I wonder if that bus stop will pick it up. I don't know. I just want to put it right there now. Now I really do want it there. It's going to cost me $82,000 to do it. See, I waited just a little bit too long. But if I put it there, that'd be good. I can just run one back and forth between the two. Then I got my cheap mode, or I could put it right down here. What to do, what to do. Could put one up there, but there's really no need. Let's put it here before that thing gets too much. There we go, put it there. And we'll do a new line. And we'll just run one from here to here. And we'll make it blue as well. There we go, same blue. We'll call this Intra Jack Savannah Tram. Yeah, that'll work. Now let's just put one on there for now. Oh wait, one, two. Okay, again with the something. Oh, I didn't tramalize. Let's go with Upgrade. There we go. Now we're tramalized. Tramalized. Okay, and we shall set line all with the intra. The intra line. There we go. Looking good. How many people got waiting here now? Hey, there's already 5 people. Look at that. There'll be about to be 9 people on this line. There you go. Well, 7, anyways. Not bad at all. That's going to increase the station here. So, new year. So we made 678,000. So we made 178,000 minus the 45, minus the construction. So yeah, not bad at all. Not bad. So on Tallahassee Jacksonville tram we have 8, and the intra we have none currently, but we will. All right. So what I'm going to do is we are going to, as we move forward, the next phase will be to connect Charlotte to Savannah. Once we do that, that's going to help as well. And we're sitting at $5 million in loans so far, so not too bad. Not too bad at all. Definitely could be worse. Atlanta is growing big time. Look at that. Already these big buildings. They chop up. They chop everything up. These little segments. I wish they wouldn't do that sometimes, but because in all these intersections, what happens is down the road, when you get where there's cars everywhere, these little intersections become a nightmare. But that's the beauty of having a tram. You don't have to worry about it as much. Yep. And what we'll do, yeah, we'll put another station there, another. Looking good, looking good. Definitely looking better than the networks I've made in the past. Look at there, got more people waiting. People who like cheap. They're gonna jump off. They're gonna go right to that bus station. Well, some of them are gonna walk. Some of them are going to the bus station. Look at that. So they're riding my stuff twice. Thank you. You ride the bus line, and then you ride the other line, and things look good. So far, nothing on the intra tram, but yeah, it is early. Our train line has made 136,000. Again, let's remember it's only 1855. If I had run at this speed, in the way we're running it for on the regular without the 4-time compression mod, it'd already be like almost 1900. You wouldn't be able to keep up with the vehicles. It's just too fast for me. I don't like it. So the only thing is, again, not making money right now, the little trams. Everything else, including even Tallahassee bus, making money. And look, the Tallahassee Jacksonville tram actually just turned its first bit of profit. There you go. So now as they come in, you might have some people get off and then go right back over to the other line waiting on the intra. We'll see. So far, no. Might be a wasted line, but we'll see how it goes. We're back up to 259,000. Not bad, not bad. You see here, we got a farm out here. So we can provide food. Can't talk. We need to be able to provide bricks and fuel for jobs. The shopping facilities aren't as important. We really only need to provide shopping facilities to some of your cities. It's the jobs you got to worry about. So you need bricks and you need fuel. Fuel's not going to be a problem. We'll definitely work that out. But the bricks will be a little more interesting. Here's a quarry. Here's a plant. There's a quarry way up there by Columbus. We'll see. We'll see. We'll figure something out. There's some ore up here to move. Look at that. And they've just about now grown together. Amazing. Hey, we got somebody waiting on the intra-line. Line. Yeah. Talking is my forte. You know, it's what I do for a living, if you believe it or not. I actually talk for a living. And for some reason, I put this headset on to start doing this. I have a tendency to flub and bounce all over myself and can't seem to talk correctly. What are you gonna do? Let's see how many he picks up. Boom. So there's now 9 people on the intra line. It is working out good. Working out really good. These guys must have got picked up. Yeah, look at there. They came from Tallahassee. They're saying, hey, we like cheap travel. Take us over there and drop us off. They're saying, hey, man, we're glad to do so. We'll drop you off. You can head home. There you go. A lot of them are headed home. Or you can get on the other bus and at the other end of Savannah. Whatever you need to do. We will be glad to help you at the Seminole Gulf Railway and Transportation Company. We are very happy to oblige and to assist in any way possible. Yes, indeed. That train coming in. See, this is starting to really look nice. Let's put these trees in here so they can't build right on top of the railroad, because this is what will happen if you don't. A good thing I'm not bringing that train line out, huh? I just build right on top of your stuff. They have no consideration whatsoever. I'm building on top of our stuff up here, are they? No, they want to. Yep, look at there. They sneak them in. Even though I put all those bushes down there, they didn't care. They just knocked them down and built anyways. Bushes are no deterrent for them. Ugh, crazy. Yeah, the trees. They're like, well, that's what an axe is for. And it's sprawling and spreading. Take a look, see what our adjustments are now. Atlanta, still Columbus, Chicago, Indianapolis. Let's see here. Savannah's moving up, Tallahassee, and Jacksonville. Tallahassee's actually past Jacksonville now. Ooh. Yeah, Jacksonville's not like growing like it has. I played this map before, just kind of mess around with it. Jacksonville exploded, man. They grew all the way out to here, and then of course grew there, and then eventually though, when you put in, like if I put in an airport and draw some roads and stuff over here, it'll just spread all out into here too. I've had it spread all the way down into here. Craziness. I played this map for a little bit offline, you know, just messing around, trying some techniques. I'm playing it on medium. It was a really tough start, but it worked out good. What I did is I connected Jacksonville to Savannah and just ran a train back and forth and ran some tram stations back and forth between Jacksonville and Tallahassee. And it worked out pretty good. It took me a long time to start making profit on medium because it's tough. But overall, once it started going, even on medium, I think I'm in, I don't even remember, 1920, 1925, I think. Got about 50 million sitting in the bank and have nothing to spend it on. We're just rocking and rolling. We're headed that way here too, 306 and 470. We're definitely getting there. I only have, on my other one, I only have I only have a fuel line set up. No, I have a fuel line and a food line set up. That's it, but it only services some of the cities. It doesn't even service everything. So like services Atlanta by truck, Tallahassee by truck, and then basically the food and the fuel come up to Charlotte, and then everything from Charlotte then gets shipped up north all the way up to Washington D.C. and then back down south. So all the factories are right over here in the middle. I ship everything up to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte ship it out. I might do the same thing this time. We'll see. I don't know how I'm going to do it this time. I think what I want to do, as far as this resources here, is work on getting fuel on the river and up, and then getting fuel on the river and down, and then make a crossing or something here or whatever where I can put stations, or maybe just use the passenger station. I don't know. But then run an East Coast fuel line basically to run up, drop it off in Tallahassee like a port, and then run it up, drop it off here, drop it off in Charlotte, and then maybe have another one drop off in Atlanta. We'll see. I'd prefer to have like a cargo thing where I can drop off, let's say the fuel comes in here, hits a train station then hauls it to say about here. From there, let's say about right here, drops off the fuel and then goes back. From here, and preferably picks up something to take back to the boat. That'd be the key. But drops it off about here, and then from trucks send it to here, here, and here. That seems to work better than trying to get the train to go to each individual little town. And then same thing here. You know, you've got the train picking up crude oil. Let's say from here. Well, this would be trucks even, but let's just say pick up train from here because you got distance. Drop off here. Pick up, you know, and then the fuel. This here. Okay, let's just say truck, crude oil to here, fuel to boat. Boat goes north. Boat goes that way. And then from there, once boat goes north, and again, you put a bridge over and boom, fuel goes in there. Boat goes north, boat drops off here, right? All the fuel hits here. And then trucks, fuel, 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 fuel. And if you did a train, you could actually do a circle line, right, on those four and have the train pick up the fuel and just hit all four of these cities. Away you go. So you could do that. And then when it comes out here, you could actually do the same thing. You could do a circle train if you wanted to. But again, I prefer to haul it up to an area. So there'll be a distribution center here, you know, ports, and then away you go. So, I mean, that's kind of what we're going to look at doing. Look at that. We're at 463,000. We can almost pay back our first 500,000. And look at this. Look at there. And we're starting to see it. 62 people waiting. Here comes the train. You got people waiting here. 23. And look at that. We are going to fill up a train and have people left. 60. And that's what you want. People left. Which means at some point we're going to have to put a third train in there. So looking good. Looking really good. We are growing. We are maxing out. We are making profit. You have actually got how many people waiting in Tallahassee? 23 people waiting in Tallahassee. Let's hit the end of the year, then we'll end this video, and I'm going to let it run another year. See if I can't generate some cashola. 792,480. Yeah, that's a $300,000 profit. It's only going to get better. Again, when you're setting up your networks, you know, you don't have to run out these gigantic stations unless you're in a mega city, and you can always expand. But what you want to do is have this line occupying this, so that when this train comes in on this line only, they're not waiting on each other. You got to keep your frequency up. Same thing here. That line will only service that. This line over here will only service the other line. You know, the East Coast stuff. These other two middle lines will service the middle of the country. Makes a difference. It really does make a difference. You know, be smart. Take a moment. Think about your network. Don't just plop down a station and with a single track and run a train back and forth. Think about what you're going to do after the train is run back and forth and generated money. How are you going to connect things? How are you going to expand? Where is it going to expand? Empty track just sitting here. Why? Because it's headed towards Mobile. I don't need a track coming out this way. I don't need this to be connected because I don't need it to do anything silly. I just need it to go in its, you know, in the circle. I do what it's supposed to do. Look at this. Look at this. There's people waiting on that tram line. We need another tram. 533,000. Let's repay. Boom. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I was a second too slow. So in that case, then let's go ahead and buy another tram, because we need another tram on the. There we go. And if he turns right, we'll turn him around. You can go right there and pick up those guys. There we go. Look at there. 13 people waiting. Let's pick them up, dude. Let's get them going. Let's get 8 of them gone. Yeah. Head out. You know, if I tram that, he won't have to do that. I just noticed that. I'm sitting there looking at it thinking, why, oh why are you not just turning that corner? There we go. Now we don't have to worry about that anymore. And I guarantee you that line has already swapped itself as the window blocks it. Yeah, much easier. So there we go. We're looking good. We're at 442,000. I said we're going to end it at the end of the year. Let's repay our first 500,000. Let's go. We're not far from it. Well, we are now. End of the monthly thing there. Look at all them people waiting. We're keeping up with the demand, though. It's not bad to have some people waiting. It's not the worst thing in the world. You don't have to oversaturate your lines. You don't have to have it where there's 40. There's just never anybody waiting. You don't have to do that. It's okay to actually have people waiting. It's actually not a bad thing at all. As long as there's not. I mean, because the ones that want fast, they don't want to wait. But most people don't mind waiting. And again, as long as it's not sitting at like 800 people waiting, you're okay. We're going to be able to do it 464. All right, here comes a full train full of people. 60-60. Here we go. When I hit station, we're going to be set. If it hits before March. If not, we're doomed. We're just doomed. Here we go. You guys really need to stop building. I put all those trees there to make it look pretty, and you're just tearing them down. I mean, my once beautiful view of sitting here being able to watch trains come and go is gone. Look at them. They're just tearing down my trees. Wish I could make that where they couldn't tear it down. Oh, well. What are you going to do? Look at this sprawling city packed full of people. Not many jobs here. Not many factories here. Are we going to make it? We're going to make it? Oh, no, we're not. I don't think we're going to make it. Not a ton of jobs here. There's definitely some jobs there. Not a ton of jobs there either. That's okay. Alright, so I'm going to end this episode here. We are close, but we're not going to make it. I don't think. It's going to take just a little bit longer. But I have to really start generating that income. Plus, if I stopped spending money, we'd probably be there. But we're going to end this here. I'm going to let this run about another 2 years, maybe 3. And I will see you then. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe. And if you saw something in my planning that you thought was just stupid, cockamamie, idiotic, let me know so that I can change it. Look at there, 500,000. Let's click it. Boom. We repaid our first 500,000. All right, guys. I will see you next time.